Every night at exactly 3:17 a.m., someone knocked on her door. Not 3:16, not 3:18, 3:17. And when she finally checked the security footage, the knocking wasn't the scariest part. It was who or what was already inside. This happened in 2019 to a 33-year-old woman named Tara, who lived alone in a quiet apartment complex outside Phoenix, Arizona. She worked from home as an online editor, so her sleep schedule was always flexible, or more accurately, inconsistent. But no matter how chaotic her days were, one thing became horrifyingly predictable: the knock. Every night, 3:17 a.m., 3 slow knocks on her front door, always exactly the same. At first, Tara didn't think much of it. Sometimes people got locked out of their apartments and knocked on the wrong door. Sometimes neighbors had visitors late at night. But the consistency was what made it terrifying. 3:17 a.m., every single night. The first night felt simple enough. Tara had just finished editing an article and was getting ready for bed when knock, 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 knock. It made her jump. She wasn't expecting anyone. She froze, listening. Nothing. No voices. No footsteps. No movement in the hallway. She looked through the peephole. Nothing but the dim, flickering light at the end of the corridor. Weird, but not scary. She shrugged it off and went to sleep. The second night, it happened again. 3:17 a.m. 3 knocks. This time, she sat up immediately in bed. Her phone glowed on her nightstand. 3:17 exactly. She whispered to herself, "There's no way." She approached the door slowly, quietly, looked through the peephole. Again, no one. The silence after the knock felt heavier this time, like the air was waiting for her to do something. She backed away and turned on every light in the apartment. She didn't sleep after that. By the fourth night, she was no longer brushing it off. Every knock, every night, landed at exactly 3:17 to the second. She checked her phone, her oven clock, even set up a timestamp app. Perfectly timed. Too perfect. Something wasn't right. She told her friend Melissa, who half joked, "Maybe it's a ghost on a schedule." Tara didn't laugh. The knocks were too physical, too real. She started sleeping on the couch, closer to the door. She wanted to hear it clearly. And on night 4, she did. But this time, she heard something else after the knock. A slow exhale, a faint whisper of air, almost like someone standing too close to her door, breathing. On night 5, Tara had enough. Knock, dot, 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 dot. She dialed 911 immediately. Officers arrived in minutes. They inspected the hallway, the stairwell, outside entrances, nothing. No footprints, no signs of forced entry. No one on the cameras. One officer looked concerned and asked, "Are you sure it isn't internal noise? Pipes? Temperature changes?" She knew what a knock sounded like. This was knuckles. On wood. The police promised to increase patrols, but their expressions told her exactly what they thought. They didn't believe her. By night 7, Tara hadn't slept more than an hour each night. At 3:17, she jolted awake before the knock even came. She knew it was coming. Her body expected it. Knock, dot, 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 dot. But tonight, there was something new. A slow, dragging sound. A fingernail scraping down the length of her door. She covered her mouth to keep from screaming. Then came the breathing again, louder this time. Slow, steady, wet. Her hands shook so violently, she nearly dropped her phone. She bought a small door camera the next morning and installed it. Finally, she would see whoever was doing this. That night, she sat on her couch, wide awake, trembling, phone in hand. 3:17 a.m. Her heart thudded like it was trying to leave her body. She waited. And then, knock dot 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 dot. Her camera notification lit up instantly. Finally, she opened the feed. Nothing. No one standing at her door. No movement, no shadows. Just the hallway. But she heard the knock clearly. Loud. Real. She replayed the clip. Still nothing. Her breath went cold. Either the person was too fast to be captured, or worse, the knocking wasn't coming from outside. She pushed her ear against the door the next day, knocked from the inside, listened. It didn't sound the same. That night, as 3:17 approached, she sat with her eyes glued to the door camera. The moment the knock came, she heard something she hadn't noticed before, a tiny vibration behind her, inside the apartment. She whipped around. Her bedroom door was slightly open. She hadn't left it that way. Her chest tightened. All this time, she had been watching the wrong door. On night 10, Tara didn't sit by the door. She stood in the center of the living room, heart pounding, staring at her closed bedroom door. 3:16 a.m. Her phone flickered with the time. 3:17 a.m. Knock, dot, dot. The sound didn't come from the front door. It came from inside the bedroom. 3 slow knocks. Right on the other side of the door. She froze. Then the doorknob turned. A soft click. The door opened only an inch, and she saw it. A face, pale, expressionless, eyes open far too wide, and it was already inside her apartment, watching her, waiting. She screamed and ran out the door into the hallway, pounding on neighbors' doors until someone let her in. The police searched her apartment for hours. They didn't find a person, but they did find evidence that someone had been living inside her walls. Small crawl space access disturbed, dust moved, old food wrappers, and impressions where someone had been sitting or sleeping. The knocking at 3:17 a.m., that was when he moved. Tara moved out that same week. The building manager sealed the crawl spaces and brought in specialists. To this day, nobody knows how long the man had been living inside her walls. Nobody knows why the time was always exactly 3:17 a.m. And nobody knows what his plan was for the night he finally opened the door. But Tara is certain of one thing. He had been waiting for her to open it first.